Most health crises do not start with a sudden failure. They start in a complete silence. It is 8 p.m. A man sits at his dining table. He finishes a large meal, wipes his mouth, and leans back. His blood work is normal. He feels perfectly fine. But on a cellular level, he has just triggered a state of metabolic overload. Over the next few decades, this exact meal and the silent habit behind it will quietly stress his liver, stall his cellular repair, and accelerate his biological aging. He's not making a conscious mistake. He's simply eating the way the modern world taught him to. But Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara played by a different set of rules. He was still seeing patients at 100 years old, sharp, focused, relentless. He lived to 105. He knew exactly how to prevent this slow biological breakdown. And to understand how he did it, you have to look at the human body differently. Think of your body as an incredibly complex airliner in mid-flight. To keep it flying smoothly for 90 years, you rely on two main systems. The pilot, your digestive system, providing energy, and the mechanics, your cellular repair system. In 2016, the Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded for mapping out exactly how these mechanics work. It is a biological process called Autophagy, a built-in crew that sweeps through your system, breaking down damaged cells and clearing metabolic waste before it accumulates into disease. But there is a strict psychological rule. The mechanics cannot do their job efficiently while the pilot is flying the plane at full speed. Every time you eat, your digestive system demands massive resources. When digestion is running, autophagy is deeply suppressed. The door to the maintenance cabin is essentially locked. Look at the modern timeline. Breakfast at 8, coffee at 10, lunch at 1, snack at 4, and dinner at 8. The digestive engine never cools down. From the outside, you look fine, but inside, your cellular repair is stalled. The metabolic waste slowly builds up. You're not just aging because of time, you're aging because your body rarely gets the clearance to land and actually fix itself. Dr. Hinohara left long, silent gaps between his meals. He unlocked the cabin every single night. But fasting alone is not enough, because when you finally do sit down to eat, you hit a second biological blind spot. Your stomach is designed to act as a fuel sensor. It sends a satiety signal to your brain's control tower. Fuel tanks are full. Stop the intake. But the human machine has a natural delay. That signal takes about 15 to 20 minutes to register. Think about how most of us eat. We eat quickly, we finish our plates because a friend probably taught us early on to never waste food. For those 20 minutes, your brain's control tower is flying blind. By the time the satiety signal finally arrives, you have already consumed more than your body actually needs. Blood sugar rises. Insulin spikes to handle the excess. Your liver is forced to process an unnecessary metabolic burden. Not from a disease, just from the ingrained habit of clearing the plate. In Okayana, they use a manual override, and they call it Haro Hachibu. Eat until you're 80% full, then put the fork down. Actually, they don't wait for the delayed warning. They level out the plane before it hits turbulence. So, you leave gaps between meals, you stop at 80%. The final piece of the puzzle is the fuel itself. Protein. The modern fitness industry pushes a simple message: more protein, bigger proteins, better health. But they often ignore one crucial variable. Your digestive system changes as you age. Over the decades, enzyme production can drop. Digestion becomes less efficient. When you consistently load an aging system with heavy, dense animal protein, you ask your liver and kidneys to work much harder to process the metabolic byproducts. Instead of getting stronger, you are silently increasing your internal inflammatory load. Dr. Hinohara adapted to his biology. In his 90s, he sourced much of his protein from the earth. Tofu, lentils, highly digestible fuel. He didn't fight his digestive system, he worked with it. More protein doesn't automatically equal a longer life. The right fuel, timed correctly, is what keeps the machine running smoothly for a century. Let's look at the final black box report of the modern lifestyle. We eat constantly, keeping the repair crew locked out. We eat until we are stuffed, ignoring the 20 minutes delay in the control tower. We load an aging system with heavy fuel, forcing our organs into long-term metabolic stress. When the body begins to break down at 65, we call it natural causes. It isn't just time, it is the result of thousands of ignored signals. The 105-year-old doctor didn't rely on magic genetics. He simply stopped making the silent mistakes the rest of the world accepted as normal. You are the pilot of this machine. You now have the data. How you fly it from here is entirely up to you. If you want to apply this starting today, keep it simple. Leave at least 12 hours between your last meal and your first. Eat slower and stop before you feel completely full. And do not overload your body with heavy meals, specifically at night. That's it. No extremes, no complicated plans. Just consistency. Drop your age and where you are watching from in the comments. And if this documentary changed how you view your own biology, share it with one person who needs to hear it. I'm Dr. Max, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video.